Hey everybody. Okay, so I'm going to be going over how I stay organized with loyal customers, keeping relationships with them, etc. Things you need to be doing that come along with setting loyal customers. And then I'm also going to be going over volume, but I think I'm going to do that in a separate video. Okay, so first things first, when I have a loyal customer sign up, I print out a success sheet every month. I always write the month and the year on there. We try to follow these steps to success every month. So I will write and make sure I get 4 loyal customers this month, at least. What I do is I write their name in there and the date that they sign up. I do the same thing with distributors. So Alicia just signed up today. There's a date. And she's the first spot for the distributors because your goal is to sign 3 distributors as well each month. So loyal customers go here first. And then what I like to do is I just print these off through Microsoft Word. Oh, they have a thing where you can print off just calendars. Okay. So what I do is I always have 3 months worth of calendars available. Why? Because the loyal customer signs up for 3 months. So anybody that signs up this month, they're going to have a second order running in March. They're going to have their third order running in April. This is how I keep track of whose orders run when. So what I do is, let's pretend Alicia was my loyal customer instead of my distributor. So she signed up the 2nd today. So what I do is, I don't ever write it on February, but I'll write that on the 2nd, her second order will be running. And then I switch it to April, and on the 2nd, I'll write her third order is running. And so I have these readily available all the time. Every Sunday, I message people that are running orders from Sunday until the next Sunday. So today's the 2nd, so I already messaged. I've got 1 person running Saturday, and I've got 1 person running Sunday. So those people have already been messaged for this week. I always send them a courteous message. Now it works. We'll send them an email reminding them that they have an order coming up. So I know sometimes though that the emails haven't been sent out. I don't know why. Maybe they were and they got overlooked, but it's our job as the distributor. We don't just sign people up just for the money and we don't care about them, etc. We don't sign them up and then leave them hanging out to dry. Our job is to check up on them, to make sure they're using the products correctly, to make sure they're loving the products. If they don't, then we need to troubleshoot and figure out something else that they're doing. We want to make sure that they're aware of when their orders are. So they're surprised or upset. Another thing I like to message people in advance and be like, hey, I just want to give you a heads up and let you know your second order is running on the 2nd. Would you like to keep the products that you have or add or change something? And what happens is maybe this girl, maybe Alicia, next month, maybe I reach out to her and let her know her second order is running, and maybe right now she's ordering hair, skin, and nails. Sorry. Maybe next month she's going to order hair, skin, and nails, but because I checked up on her, she really loves the hair, skin, and nails, and maybe she saw me post about some greens, and it kind of like interests her, and maybe her next order, her paycheck, is going to be a little bit more so she can afford to add the greens. So I actually just increased my volume because I reached out and I was making sure my loyal customers are happy. Now the opposite can happen. Maybe she didn't like the hair, skin, and nails. She's not willing to give it an extra month, and she wants to switch to like an essential oil, which is cheaper and the BV is lower. So then you drop volume. So it's a double-edged sword. But most of the time, your volume will either stay the same or increase. I'm sorry, guys. It's late, and I'm always yawning in my videos. So I'm sorry if you're yawning, but I'm exhausted. I stayed up till 4 last night, and that's probably what's happening today. But anyways, so on their last order, and I have this script on the We Are Diamonds page. If you guys need me to, I can add it to the loyal customer page. I might add a file for scripts. So I use OneNote. OneNote has everything from how I train my new distributors to my scripts to the videos I refer to product info, etc. So I just click on scripts and I click on 3 months up. So it just says, hey, so you've completed your initial 3 months. I don't say your last order has ran. You don't want people to think that they have to quit ordering, right? So I say you've completed your initial 3 months, which is the initial agreement. So you have to manually shut off the auto shipment if you don't want it to run anymore. Once they've had their 3rd order hit, it will not automatically turn off. You guys need to know that. It is our responsibility to let our customers know that that has to be manually shut off, because what you don't want to have happen is a 4th order run on their account and them get super angry with you because they're like, well, I completed my 3 months and you didn't tell me I needed to shut it off. So it's your responsibility to be reaching out and letting them know, hey, here are your options. I leave it completely up to them. I don't pressure them in any way. So, hey, there's a smiley face. So you've completed your initial 3 months. You have to manually shut off the auto shipment if you don't want it to run anymore. You have X amount in perk points. So look up and see how many perk points they have available. If you turn the auto shipment off, those points expire in 30 days. If you leave an auto ship running for a total of 6 months, so 3 more months, you will get an extra $50 in perk points. I actually just got off a Zoom where the girl calls it a shopping spree. So you can be like, in 3 more months, you're going to get a $50 shopping spree. And so I just save an extra $50 in perk points, and 12 months gets you $150 in extra perk points. It is set to run May 2nd. So you can either turn it off by going to auto shipment, cancel and confirm, or you can change the date under edit auto shipment, or you can leave it running. So let them know that they're in control of their money and what they're buying, and I can help them whichever way that they want to go. And if people loved the products, if they love the products, and if you're doing your job and you're constantly reaching out to them and reminding them and seeing how things are going, they're most likely going to love the products. I'm sorry, this is ridiculous. I always add this second paragraph in if they really liked it. I'll say, since you loved the products, another option you have is joining my team if you're interested in making a couple extra $100 from your phone. When you get your first 4, oh no, this is timeout. Disregard that last paragraph. Let me look and see what I put on the team page, because my app didn't update it, but I think I have the updated one in the scripts page. Okay. And then I add the second paragraph. Since you love the products, another option you have is joining and starting your own business if you're interested in making a couple extra $100 from your phone and keeping that same discount. So you can use your products and make money from it as well. So I throw that in there at the end, letting them know, like, hey, you love the products. You can share your love for the products and make money. You know, you already have your own results. You've already tried some of the products and have testimonies, and you can share that with people, and people will try it from you instead of like you referring them to me. No, they can just go straight through you. So that's an option. So that's what I like to do with the loyal customers. Let me see if there's anything else I do. Allie, when I was talking about the Zoom, one of the things that she talked about that Tammy Dempsey talked about was she treats her loyal customers like distributors. So she signs them up, she checks in on them, she makes sure they don't have any questions, that they're doing everything properly. And when you do this, and you do decide to ask them if they have ever considered joining your team, you know, they would probably be more willing to listen to info versus somebody that you signed up and, you know, never helped with the products, and after the 3 months they quit buying because they just, maybe the products that they decided to get were wrong for them, and they just thought that, you know, they didn't work, and when in reality they just kind of got the wrong, they need some other things first. So anyways, your job is to not just throw your website out at everybody who says, hey, can I see your website? We have over 40 products, so it can be overwhelming to just throw somebody your website because they don't know what they're looking at, they don't know what they're looking for. We can't direct them. So I'll be like, I'd love to give you my website. Can I first ask you if you had anything in mind that you're interested in, or do you have a health and wellness goal that you're trying to reach? And I can help recommend some products and steer you in the right direction because we have so many products. So it is our job to have conversations with people, and we are in this to help people. We're not in this to just make money and not care about others. You're in this to help others. So another thing too is I've had people who quit, right? Which is normal. People quit. People don't catch the vision early. People don't give it, you know, a chance. People don't work their business because it's too hard, which in reality is not hard at all. It's just you just didn't make a priority in your life. Just because you quit, your loyal customers don't go anywhere. You're going to have people that are still ordering. So if you quit before your like first loyal customers 3 months is up, you still have a duty to them to let them know after the 3 months are up, they need to manually shut off the auto shipment. You need to keep on checking up on them. How dare you sign up and quit and then never help anybody that you signed up ever again? Like, they bought from you because they trusted in you and believed in you, and you told them you were going to help them, and then you quit and then not help them anymore. That's just wrong. Even if I were to quit to this day, I would reach out to people who are still ordering and let them know that I would no longer be representing or whatever. And here is somebody that you can get in contact with who can help you with any issues that you have. So I would give them probably Rachel or Amber their email or phone number or Facebook name or something, because they can see them in my eSuite and they can help them. You know, it's just kind of like common knowledge, I think, but it's happened. So, and a lot of people like that. A lot of the customers I've reached out to who are under people who have quit, they're a little bit salty because their person quit and then they didn't help them, and then maybe they did have a fourth order run and they were never told that they had to have it shut off. So they have like a bad taste in their mouth. And how dare you do that to this company when they've done nothing but give you every opportunity and you just chose that it wasn't for you or not to take it or whatever it may be. So I think that's super important to just kind of keep in mind. Okay, so your steps to success, some kind of like calendar to where I can look at this every day. Now I do personally, this is just how I stay organized because I'm OCD. I have like this big binder. Right here in the first slot, I have all of my calendars. Okay. So December, this was the month I signed the most loyal customers, 19 LCs, and then I had 16 here and 16 here. Look how busy those are. And then, but you're gonna have some months that look like this. That month looked a little crazy. But, you know, they're not all going to be like crazy like that, and that's okay. I've had like some pretty weak sauce months. Let me find a weak sauce one. Okay, maybe I haven't had like a super weak sauce one, but I don't know, December looked a little bare for me. Beds. But, okay. So I save all those just so I can refer to, I like to keep record of everything. And then I also keep all my steps to success. What I like to do is, what I'll do is I write all my loyal customers in this section. I write all my distributors in this section. At the bottom, I'll write like, okay, I signed 6 distributors and 9 loyal customers. Just something I can look to real quick so I don't have to go through here and count. And then I also write my name and my husband's name, and I write the total amount we made for this month. So on one piece of paper, I can look and see who I signed when, how many people I signed, and how much money I made. That's my 1 year mark. I did a sheet for 1 year. So my first full year with it works. I signed 104 loyal customers personally and 39 distributors. And I wrote like the total amount of money that I made. So like the month I went diamond, you guys, with February, it was a year ago. See that? $4,500 that month. That's how many little customers I signed, and then that month I only signed 4 distributors. 3 out of the 4 have quit. But I just have one sheet that I can refer to everything with the steps to success. So in 16 months of the business, this is all that it's taken up. It's all on one sheet. So I just print a new one every month, and when it's done, I put it in my folder. One other thing. So everything I just went over was once you have people signed up, but it's super important to still stay organized when it comes to potentials as well. You want to write down everybody that you talked to that was ever slightly interested. Once interested, always interested. So, and these files are on the team page, you guys. I know some of you are like, I didn't know we had those. Like, if you go through the files page, they're there. I created a file through Excel for potential loyal customers, and all that it is, I have one for potential distributors, potential loyal customers, personally enrolled distributors, and my cabs, which is like a diamond thing, so you'll get that later. But potential loyal customer, so I write their name, whether it's their Facebook name or their Instagram name. I write down where we found each other, Instagram or Facebook. I write down what products we talked about, if we talked about a certain product. And then I write the date of initial contact. So I didn't start this list, like this actual stuff, like all my other potentials are on another sheet, but I didn't start this one until September 2016. So each month you should have new potentials. Like my December of last year, these are all December 16, and then January 2017, sorry, starts here. These are all new potentials. Each month, you guys, you should have, those are all January, you should be adding, seriously, like an entire sheet of new potentials. Well, customer and distributor. If you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, that'll be a breeze. So I'm going to challenge you guys, and I'll upload this one to the loyal customer training page where you can print it off. I want you guys to fill out one sheet for the entire month. So February, your main goal is a minimum of an entire sheet of new potential loyal customers. If you're posting every day, if you're adding new people to Facebook and Instagram every day, you're messaging every day, you will have new potentials every month. So, and the reason some people are highlighted is I highlight them when they sign up. So some signed up in December, some January. I had somebody sign up in November recently. So people don't sign up when you first talk to them. The fortune is in the follow-up. Like, That's for real. A lot of people don't sign up the first time you talk to them. So it's super important not to lose their name or let them get mixed up in your messaging and you like miss them. So I do it every night. I'll talk to people throughout the day. Every night I'll sit down and be like, okay, I'm going to go through my Instagram messages, my Facebook messages, and write down any new potentials I talked to today. And they go in the book. So I have one for distributors. Now, if somebody gives me a date that they're going to sign up, I put them in my phone calendar. So you just go to your calendar and where's my calendar? Right here. So I have, now I also like a paper copy because I'm like super crazy. I have a happy day planner. So this is like Wednesday. This is February 1st. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Tomorrow's Friday. These are how many people told me they were going to sign up tomorrow. Probably going to get 2 people out of this entire bunch to sign up because that's just how it goes. Not everybody's going to sign up. So I have a paper copy of it so I can look at this. I will also put them in my phone. So let's see, for example, Erica that's on the team. See how right here it says the second? So I click on that. I'll write their name. So I met her through Instagram. So I had her Instagram name, sign DT. My alarm goes off that day and lets me know, hey, you've got somebody that said they were going to sign today. Maybe I didn't have a chance to look at my book, but my phone's always in my hand. So it reminds me that I've got somebody signing up. So I can message them that morning and be like, hey, Chick, I'm available all day today. Message me when you're ready to get signed up. Something that Cami Dempsey said was stop giving potentials the power, which I guess what I just said kind of gives them the power. It's like, hey, I'm available all day. Just message me, whatever. She recommended giving people a choice. So it'd be like, hey, I had you in my calendar for today. I can either call you around 2 o'clock or around 8 o'clock. Does either of those work for you? And then they'll pick one, and then that's when you call them, and it kind of like makes them commit. So I'm going to start trying that as something new, because normally I'm just like, hey girl, you're on my calendar today. Let me know when you're ready to get started, etc. So there's that. Another thing too, when it comes to keeping records like this is nice, is when it's the end of the month, and if you've done your volume correctly, you will know, well, I guess after the 25th hits, you know exactly where you are, but maybe like one person, one of your 400 boxes on your chart, like maybe that's all you have left is just the 400 box, and you're going to promote to that rank, but you just can't, it's like the last day and you can't find anybody to just sign up, and neither can the distributor that's in that 400 box. So guess what you do? You go through the existing loyal customers under that person, and you go through and you message each one of those current loyal customers and be like, hey, I just wanted to let you know that you have $20 in perk points available in your account in case you wanted to use them today. I would love to walk you through that. People will have people place an extra order outside of their auto shipment to use their perk points, and you can usually get a couple BB out of it. Because perk points are like free money for them, we don't get like, you know, if they put $20 towards Fat Fighters, you're not going to get it's now 25 BV. You're not going to get the whole thing. If you put $20 towards Fat Fighters and it's 25, you're only going to get like 5 BV out of it, but maybe that's all you needed. So if you go through and like a couple loyal customers place an extra order with their perk points, that's going to raise your volume too. So it's super important to understand your options and to just remember things like that. And if you were keeping track, you'd be able to look at your calendar and see who keeps ordering. Now for me, I don't update people for every order past the 3 months, because they know at that point that it's up to them to manually shut it off. So I'm not like letting them know every month like, hey, your order is coming up. I I might check in on them to see how their products are doing or if they needed help changing products and trying something else, etc. But I don't remind them the next order is running because, like I said, they should get an email. And at this point, they already know you did your part and told them, hey, you got to manually shut it off from here on out. Okay, so that's all I had to say tonight. I'm going to be doing a separate video going over how you do projected volume, which needs to be done, within the first 3 days of the month. So I'm going to do that. If you guys have any questions, just put it in the comments and I'll do my best to answer. Thank you.